Hello and welcome to today's NinjaTrader ecosystem event, a trading strategy created with you in mind with Gary of Viper Trading Systems. My name is Thomas. I'm a platform representative here at NinjaTrader. Before we start that webinar, I have a few housekeeping notes. Now, this webinar is presented by NinjaTrader LLC, which is the technology company responsible for developing and supporting the NinjaTrader trading software. Brokerage-related questions should be directed to NinjaTrader Brokerage using the phone number or email on the screen. And if you are new to NinjaTrader, please make sure you sign up for your free NinjaTrader demo with real-time market data. Our platform is always free for advanced charting, strategy-based testing, and trade simulation. You can get your free demo account by clicking the link on the screen. And before I turn over the mic to Gary, it is important to understand that futures, foreign currency, and options trading contain substantial risk and is not suitable for every investor. It is possible to lose all or more than the initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. And also, please remember that these training sessions are not solicitation or recommendation, but simply educational in nature. Now, thank you again for joining us today. And without further ado, it's my pleasure to welcome to the NinjaTrader webinar room, Gary. Take it away, Gary.
Thank you very much, Thomas. Let me go ahead and show my screen here. Everyone, my name is Gary Donahoo. I'm with Viper Trading Systems. Now, Viper Trading Systems has been in business for a little over 13 years. Viper was actually started when two trading partners kind of got together to trade together. And we basically just started, trading minute charts and 5-minute charts and things like that. And basically it turned out that we heard about a company way back then called NinjaTrader. And we started trading 4-range bars and starting building our own strategies and indicators and things like that. And basically that's where Viper Trading Systems was born. Now, back in the day, 13 years ago, my business partner, Charles Boyle, basically he unfortunately passed away in September of this year. Viper Trading Systems, though, has been in business since 2009. Now, what we are all about at Viper Trading Systems, we're all about teaching futures traders how to trade and in real time educating them in the market. You'll notice that on our website, where vipertradingsystems.com is our homepage. All right. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take this off the screen for just a minute, and you should still be able to see the Trade with Confidence Viper. Okay, everybody see that okay? And so what basically we're all about is to teach you how to trade futures in real time. We open a trading room 5 days a week. I open the trading room at 7:50 in the morning Central Time. That's basically 10 minutes before oil market opens. And we also hit the opening of the equity markets at 8:30 Central Time. The trading room being open 5 days a week, except holidays, you'll actually see in a webinar type of a situation, you'll see charts and everything so that you can actually take the trades right along with us. Let me go ahead and switch this to the next screen. All right, Viper Trading Systems was a great idea about in the year 2009 when Charles and I met a long time ago. And what we were all about, again, was teaching people to trade the futures markets, but we were kind of young in it ourselves. I had never been trading futures in 2009, but started trading futures and got hooked up with NinjaTrader many years ago, and Viper Trading Systems was born. Okay, and basically what we do at Viper is we look for retrace trades. It's extremely important to watch for a retracement on a trade, because you're going to find out that if you don't just go chasing trades around, you're going to be a lot more apt at getting the proper trades. And the setups, I'll show you in a few minutes on the charts what we're all about too. Midband and phantom trades, if you've never heard those terms, take a free trial with us. I'll show you how to do that here in a few minutes. Trial costs you not a dime at all, and you can simply come into the room. You can have our scripts even, and you can trade right along with us, trade in Sim on NinjaTrader, Sim 101, and get used to our scripts, okay? Also, basically, I think anybody knows that trading an uptrend is simply long trades. Now, you can scalp against the trend, but it's much better to actually wait for the trend to come to you and the retracement to come to you. So when we're in an uptrend, we're going to be looking for long trades pretty much only. Okay. And of course, the opposite of that is we're going to trade downtrends to the short side. Shorting the market is a good way to make money too, simply because the markets are quite often, like today, to give an example, there were several times that the markets really tanked, and those are good for those downtrends. Okay. Now, we're going to have a follow-up webinar, and I put it in the chat box. Let me go ahead and do it again. That is the link to go to webinar to come to the next event, which is just right after this one goes off. It'll basically be at 4:30 Central Time, 5:30 Eastern Time. And we're going to do some follow-up and also have a drawing for a free one-year membership. Now, that membership, if you go to our website, is basically a pretty good deal. It's going to be about a $5,000 deal. Okay. So be sure and come to the next event. I'll be going over a lot of things about Viper and how you can be a part of us in the whole 9 yards. Okay, let's go ahead and look. I'm going to show you a little bit about our website right now. You should be able to see the website on the screen. Okay, now when you're with us, like I said, we're all about training. So you're going to have access when you're a member, or even if you're on a trial. If you simply take a trial with us, you're going to have the ability to have our scripts. You're going to be able to have the ability to come into the trading room for 7 days. We usually kick that up to 10 simply because, you know, there's 5 days in a trading week. So you'll usually get anywhere from 7 to 10 days. And that's free. You don't have to put a credit card or anything like that up. We also have a link for free training webinars, which you're welcome to sign up for. All we need is your name and your email address so that we can let you have those videos for free. Okay. Now, on our website, basically, we're vipertradingsystems.com. That's our home page. Okay. Our trading platform is strictly NinjaTrader. Okay. We believe in NinjaTrader. We've been with NinjaTrader now for over 13 years, and it's a very, very good platform to trade with. Okay. They've got some of the best graphics and everything, and we've just been with them, and we don't plan on going away from them. Okay. We do have where you can contact us also. Okay. You can simply hit the contact link right here and contact us. We even have a little chat widget at the bottom of our screen. You can click on it. It'll bring up chat support. Okay. You can simply click the chat support and get in touch with me. Okay. We've even all got our cell phones tied to this. So if you have a question during the day, you know, you don't have to go through email or anything else. This will actually pop right up on my cell phone if you have a question, and we try to answer those very promptly. We could be walking through a Walmart and still see your message come in. So it's a pretty cool way to do it. Okay, and on our chat widget, we also have team viewer support. Now, a lot of people are a little bit apprehensive about, you know, putting their own scripts on and things like that. Well, at Viper Trading Systems, you can get a hold of us absolutely most anytime on phone. You can get a hold of me by Skype. I'm Viper Trader on Skype. And the team viewer support, I simply help people remotely all over the world put their scripts on and help them with issues and things like that. Okay. Once you're with Viper Trading Systems, whether you're on trial or whether you're a member, you'll actually be able to get into a members area. Okay. That will actually allow you to take the trial, for instance, get the scripts, see how to download the latest scripts. Those are right here on our website. We give weekly links to our webinars and our trading room. You just simply click it. You go into like Viper Live Trading Room. There it is right there. It's a go-to webinar through tomorrow. We'll put the links up for next week, obviously, so that a person will be able to get into those training webinars also. So basically, again, we're all about training. We want to teach you to see our particular system and how to take a trade. Now, let me show you just real quick. I'm going to show you basically another chart here. Let me go through our PowerPoint here real quick. Okay. Like I said, Viper's been in business since 2009. We have developed institutional indicators to help you see the trades in real time. Okay. Will every single trade work out? No. You know, if somebody tells you that, that's a pipe dream. But if you have the ability to see these and to take nice tight stops and everything, you can do, we feel quite well. NinjaTrader is exclusively used for our indicators and our strategy. We don't plan, like I said, on going with anybody else. We do offer the live trading room 5 days a week, weekly webinars. I even run training sessions to help the traders be successful in my trading room. I'll actually go over why did I actually call this particular trade. Wouldn't it be great if vendor actually tells you why they're actually telling you that this should be a decent trade setup? And that'll be done in real time in the room. It's up to you to take the trade. You trade at your own sole discretion. All right. And I went over the fact that we do have the object trader indicators and strategy, and we have support by TeamViewer, email, phone, and Skype. So available for just anything that you want. All right. I went over the fact that an uptrend, if you're looking for long trades only, well, we have some tools with Viper Trading Systems. This is called our midband right here. You'll notice my cursor is kind of climbing up this midband right here. So when we climb up these midbands, we're looking for these first times into midband after a trend change. This is called a midband trade. We have a little feature on Object Trader that's called Midband Assist. It will actually watch for that trade, and you can actually even trigger it with Object Trader, or you can simply watch it and decide to trigger it yourself. It's like a semi type of assist type strategy. You can let it assist you, or you can just watch for the trade and do what we call boxing in. Now, we believe that as long as this midband is stair-stepping to the upside and taking out the previous swings, you're looking for another trade. You pop up again, you take out a swing, you're looking for another trade at midband. Okay, these work quite well. Okay, and once they decide to change trends, then you'll simply go the other direction. Our charts turn, colors, the midband stair steps, and we're looking for these midband, and this is what we call a deep retracement. This is called a phantom trade. Now, we've got a tool called the Phantom Assist that will actually look for this trade, and I'll go over it in a little bit more detail even in the next webinar. But what it looks for this background, it looks for this line number right here, which is line number 6, and it takes a rollover. Okay, so you simply short the phantom trade, you short the midband trade. Now this is in a phantom background, so you could box this one, but this is a phantom trade right here. Okay, this is a deeper retracement, changes our colors of our background and everything. See how it did it over here too? Now this is a chart from a few days ago. Matter of fact, this is even January, because we had to turn in everything to NinjaTrader, but I'll show you what it looks like with today's information too, just so you can see that these type of trades work out quite nicely if you just simply box them in. Okay, let me see if there's just real quick, we're getting some questions coming in. And I'll tell you what, if you want to, you can actually come into the next webinar and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions with you. Okay, link for that next event in an hour is giving me an error message. It shouldn't. I clicked on it and it goes right to it, but we'll check it to make sure. Absolutely. Okay, so bear with me just 1 second. I'll click on that link myself and see if it gives any kind of an error. It should not. No, it went right to it. So you might just try a different browser possibly. That could be the issue. Okay, so the one thing, by the way, just a real quick, there's so many people that have actually gone into trying to learn futures over the years, and futures is a pretty fast market. You can get some really good trade setups and things like that, but you have to be watching for them, and that's what I'm going to teach you as we go in that trading room each and every day. Our webinar on Monday night, I go into great detail of how those trades were called and why they were called. Okay, the data from NinjaTrader, Indrajit, on your question, you can actually get free data from NinjaTrader if you've not used them before. But you would want to, set up some kind of a data, obviously. Does this work on ES? Casey, on your question, absolutely. Okay, because the whole thing about trading is, if you stop and think about it, it's all about price action. They can't fake you out on price action. Okay, so basically, if you just price action and you watch those charts, it doesn't matter what indicators, that lag and things like that, you're going to see things in price action. So let me show you something here. This is actually today on gold, just to show you. I'm going to bring this over. And can everybody see the screen with the object trader on the side? If you can, click yes. Okay, good. All right. Notice the same thing I was talking about just a few minutes ago. Now that was on some old charts that I just happened to send to NinjaTrader. This is today's gold. Okay. I start the trading room at 7:45 approximately. That's usually when I try to get in the room so we can go over the standard disclaimer and things. And you'll notice there's 7:45 right there on the chart. Let me get it. If I can get it. There we go. That's basically when I start the rooms, about 7:46 or so, 7:45. All right. This is one of those phantom trades right here. See that right there? Boxed in, down she goes. 8 o'clock, another mid-band type trade, box in, down she goes. We've even got a tool where if they take this down and you want to get out of the trade when it breaks a trend line, you can actually use a tool we've got called the wedge, and it will actually take the trade off the table. Okay. So as you noticed today, obviously, the market was in pretty much of a downtrend. So what we do at Viper Trading Systems, we're not looking for longs. This is absolutely a market that's heading down. Okay. So in that room, when you hear the trade calls, you're going to hear them called with only the shorts in mind, as long as we've got these colors. Now we do look for trend changes, and I teach that in my webinars, how you can see those ahead of time. Okay, does work quite well on NT8. Now we are coming out with a new version. This is actually a little bit newer version than my members have. I've got a new region auto, which actually will auto draw a region. Okay, that's coming out probably next week for everyone. I've also got some features on here that you can move your stop with these arrows and your targets and things. We'll go over some of that in the next webinar. But this little tool over here on the right has been set up so that you can buy markets, you can sell markets, you can buy ask, sell ask, buy bid, sell bid, or you can use what we call regions. And those are regions right there. Those will actually let you take the trade when it breaks the little region. It's not an auto deal. You just simply set it to trigger. Okay. So what I'm going to really go over pretty much in detail, though, is what you want to do if you want to make money in trading. Okay. Nobody can guarantee you can make money in trading. You've got to do the right things each and every day. You don't deviate from them. You do basically what you're taught and what works. Okay. So does anybody see a reason that you would have been going long in this at all? I mean, this is today. This is actually mid-band trade, phantom trades. Okay. Mid-band trade. So you can see it right here, just real easily. This right here, that's called a mid-band trade right there. It's a stair-stepping mid-band. We teach that trade right there. What kind of a good stop could you put on a trade like that? You could probably put your stop just above the little swing to the left, couldn't you? See it right there? Okay, so that's what we're going to be all about at Viper Trading Systems. Let's see. Jack says that, by the way, they've used the Viper Trading System on Ninja 8 ever since it released. It works great. Joe was saying this guy's legit. Well, thank you, Joe. The trading system does work. You're absolutely right. Oh, John, I'm sorry. I just got new glasses today, but I haven't put them on yet. Just went and picked them up, but I want to let it have a day. Does this work on range charts only? Ashish, on your question, basically the way I teach this system, we use the same charts every single day, a 4-range chart. And I'll tell you why we do that. Because you have what's called lightning on your chart. Okay. Let's say you wanted to draw your lightning like this right here. You see how this makes these swings, and the swings lower here, so you still expect it to go lower. That's what we teach right there. Okay. We want to make sure that you stay in a trade as long as you can, because let's say, for instance, this trade called in the room, okay, with a mid-band trade. if you stuck with that trade, with those swings, see those swings right there? When did it break? It broke right here. See it? Low, high, little lower low, it broke right there. So could you get out of that trade there? And how much would you have made on a trade like that? Well, hypothetically, that's a pretty good trade, right? Okay. So let's see, very interesting. I would be happy to show the emails explaining how they were working with the indicator. Yeah, we've been working. One thing about something as complex as Object Trader is, we're always making sure that everything works perfectly with every release of Ninja and every release that we do also. Okay. And keep in mind that if you ever have any kind of problems with any of our stuff at all, I'll be more than happy to help you, because you know, the whole idea is we're a trading company, a teaching, an educational company, but we've developed some pretty good indicators for you too. This strategy right here strictly works on NinjaTrader. It'll draw regions. It'll draw bar close, you know, where you can take a trade on a bar close. You can draw wedges. It'll take a trade on a wedge break. Okay. It'll take the mid-band phantom type setups, but you can tell it. You don't just automatically take it, you know, because I teach a certain way. I want this to stair step, get my mid band, stair step, get my mid band, stair step, get my mid band. See here? And that's what we're going to show you how to do this. You don't have to take every trade that comes on your chart. You just have to simply get the right trades. Can this be deployed as an automated strategy or requires monitoring? You know, Ashish, on your question, I would personally not walk away from any strategy. And I'll tell you why. Because if you think about it, if you had a glitch in your electricity, if something happened with your computer in any way, shape, or form, what if you walked away and you had what's called a naked trade? You could lose an account that way. Okay. So I firmly don't believe in it. We open our trading room for 2 hours. And what we want you to be able to do is to simply follow and imitate these trades, do it in sim for a while until you get used to it. Because I can tell you this, I taught my son to trade years ago. And when he first started seeing this and this over here also, he told me it was like drinking out of a fire hose to learn it. But it's like anything. You got to just simply take a little bite at a time. You know, you're not going to sit down at a meal like on a big old extra large pizza and just stick the whole thing in your mouth, right? You're going to take it a bite at a time. You'll do the same thing with this. I can tell you this, I developed this over the years with computer programmers. I'm not a programmer. So I developed this strategy and everything with programmers, and I have to rely on them for it to work perfectly and properly. Okay. But we've got it pretty good. And we're working on some things right now that'll make it even better. Okay. So let's see, do I use NT7? Well, we do have NT7 with Viper trading systems if you want to use NT7. I recommend NT8 simply because, you know, it's their newest, it's their greatest. It's a multi-threaded program, so it's faster. You know, NinjaTrader 7 is not quite as fast as NinjaTrader 8. But we do have it. If you're using NinjaTrader 7, you're absolutely welcome to our scripts. Okay, let's see. The dotted lines on orange lines can be interpreted as long or short trades. Where and how is it showing to the user? Well, Saeed, on your question there, basically that's in all of our training. Okay, now let me show you some of that training, by the way. Let's go ahead and go to our website real quick. Bear with me a second. I'll bring it over. All right, right on our website, let me go ahead and take that chat widget down. On our website, when you log in, like I was saying, you actually have training, okay? We've got the scripts to download. We've got our weekly links. We've got the free video library, but this is the members area right here. Now, when you click on this members area right here, I've got all about getting started, how to use our system. We do training on Monday night, every single Monday night. These are the most recent. This was done this last Monday. Okay, so to watch this, you just simply click it and click the little play button, and that's it. It's that easy. And these webinars are about an hour long. Okay. So basically, there's lots and lots of training in here. You want to know how to utilize the object trader features, like a region trade, for instance. You can learn it right through here. They're real quick videos, just show you real quick how to do it. Let's see, who can see your messages? Everybody. Everybody should be in it. If I miss some, I apologize. How often is training, Joe, on your question? Every single day. Because when I actually open that trading room first thing in the morning, I've actually got 4 charts on the screen. Okay. I concentrate mostly on gold and oil the first 30 minutes, simply because oil opens at 8 o'clock, and gold is a really good trader too. Okay. So I'll diagnose the charts in real time and teach you as the trading's going on, because the whole thing about Viper Trading Systems, we are an educational service. I believe in the old adage, if you feed somebody a fish dinner, they're going to come back for another one. Okay, they won't feed themselves. But what if you teach a man to fish? Then obviously he's going to be able to feed himself, and that's what we're all about. Can I clarify the blinking bars on the chart? Yeah, the blinking bars on the chart are your alerts. Like right now we have phantom short. See where you can see the phantom short. These are called alerts right here. And this will flash these bars in this sweet zone. Okay. You have mid-band trades like this, and they flash. See right there, you can kind of see them. It's pretty hard to see it on this chart, but you can see it right there. That's an alert that's telling you that a mid-band trade is setting up on your chart. ES is on every single day in my room. I actually have YM, I have ES, I have oil, and then I have gold on the side. So we have 4 charts up. Okay, let me see how close we're getting to the 30 minutes. Got to watch. Okay. All right, let's see. Do I have ES to show? I could actually pop an ES chart up. Just a second. Let's see what I was talking about. Phantom trade right here. Phantom long. These will flash right here when they see this color of the background. This is a different color than this other one over here, right? So this is your color background. And again, we've got those tools where you can actually box them in. You can draw trend lines and different things like that. What did I mention about stair-stepping mid-band trades? Look at those right there. Aren't those beautiful? And this is even, after the afternoon and everything, but look at this right back here. Mid-band trade, wasn't it? Mid-band trade, stair-stepping mid-band trade. Will it flash and let you know that's a trade? Flashes on that bar. See there? So this has all been designed. The whole idea of this webinar is that we're all about building the proper product for you to utilize every single day in your trading. And don't get bogged down with everything else that's out there. In other words, you won't see my charts any different than this every single day of the week. I don't have stochastics on. I don't have RSI. I don't have FBI, and see what I mean? We just don't do that. Okay. They're tick bars, but they're called range bars. The trading room, Eastern time, Casey, on your question, I open the trading room at your time, Eastern time, at 8:50. Okay, but I'm there usually a couple of minutes early because we go over the disclaimer. Okay, and we keep it open until 11 o'clock your time. A 4-range bar is basically 1 ES point. That's correct. Now on oil, obviously, it's 4 ticks is what it is, because a point in oil is 10 ticks. Okay, but the beauty of the range bars is that you can absolutely see what happens, the swings. See them? See the swings, how they respect the other ones as they stair step down. You know, in that trading room, I should be able to keep you in a trade like this simply by watching the swings. And I'll teach you how to see that. Is the range and the Renko the same? No, a Renko bar is a little different. Okay. Let me go back to the PowerPoint just real quick. I think I've got two charts. Here we go. All right. You can clearly see this is virtually the same type of chart, right? All right. Let's go over. Let you know that we're all about trading with confidence, trade with precision, because when I call those trades in that room, I'm going to let you know where we're going to put that stop also, because that's extremely important. You know, don't jump in a trade and then just think that you're going to, you know, stay going that direction, because they can change. There's been times we've been long and short within 15 minutes real easily. Okay. Let me pop in that little webinar link and everything again, so everybody will see it there. All right. Now, this is the follow-up webinar that I'm putting in the chat log right now. Now, this is actually going to be about 30-40 minutes tops. We'll have a drawing for a 1-year membership with Viper Trading Systems. So that's going to be pretty cool. Typical risk reward on ES, Sheesh, on your question. Well, basically, what you're going to do is learn to micro swing trade. Okay, I'll teach you that. Micro swings. It's all about well, matter of fact, we have lightning 1, 2, 3, and 4. I've got webinars on that to show you how to see the micro trend, the secondary trend, the medium trend, and even the overall trend. So we've got indicators for that. Okay. But the best thing about being in a room like ours is that we're going to be open for 2 hours. We're not keeping it open all day. You don't need all day. You just need those couple of hours. The market open is really important to most traders. Now, am I going to guarantee you're going to make money with us? I can't do that. But I can tell you this, that you keep learning futures and you build that muscle memory up, you know, where your mind starts seeing those trades in real time. You know, for instance, we've got a lot of traders that probably traded close to the bell. And you can see some of those trades that would set up, you know, like here's 6 minutes before the bell right here. Some of our traders probably jumped in that and got out literally right at that predictor right there, or maybe this one. These are actually telling you kind of where to get out of the trade too, see? So they're pretty cool also. That's called our predictors. Okay. I'm more than happy to answer any question that you have. Anybody have any that I missed? If I missed any, please type them in again and I'll be more than happy to answer them. One thing I'll let you know, that the two guys that actually started Viper Trading Systems, myself and Mr. Charles Boyle, back in 2009, I had been trading stocks for a long time. Okay, I owned TV and appliance stores in those days, and I used to trade stocks, you know, in between customers and things like that, and help make some extra living and everything. When I started trading futures is when I met Charles, and he was actually teaching some webinars for some other vendors, and we kind of hit up a little, you know, kind of a friendly relationship online, and we started trading together. Let's see, please, what to know about the strategy is hybrid, manual, and automated. Well, basically, it's more hybrid. It's semi, because what you want to do is you want to diagnose your charts. Diagnosing your charts is the most important thing you can do. Okay, because you're going to be more on the right side of the trade if you'll diagnose it. What should the CPU and processor be to run this software? Well, NinjaTrader recommends at least 8 gig of memory. I recommend 16 to 32. This computer that you're watching right now, I've got an i9 processor. It's called a Blue Ice by Trading Computers. It's about as fast as you can possibly buy. I also recommend a high internet speed too. If you can, you know, if your area has high speed internet like 1 gig, for instance, it's really good. Yeah, Indrajit, I hear you. Sorry to hear about Charles. My condolences. Yeah, Charles was actually younger than I am. I'm actually 69 years old. Charles was 61 when he passed from cancer. And, you know, we definitely miss him. He was a good guy. But we do run the room. You know, when I say we, it's actually me. I run the room every single day, and I'll make sure that every single day you see these charts the same. I don't go blowing smoke saying I'm in a trade when I'm not. If I miss a trade, I just go, wow, missed that one. Okay, how does it form on range days versus trend days? Well, the beauty of even range days, now keep in mind, Michael, that a range day is usually, we like to look at a range. If you can get around 40 to 50 ticks of a range, you can trade it. Gene, I did say, yeah, Charles did pass away. I know a lot of you know me because we've been around for 13 years. Yeah, Charles passed away in September of 2022. But we will make sure that Viper continues going and strong. Um, I own all the rights as far as that goes to all the indicators and strategy. You know, I built Object Trader from the ground up. Do I trade NQ? Shirag, on your question, and I apologize if I missed the pronunciation of that. I don't trade NQ. We don't call trades on NQ, but if you want to actually watch NQ and trade it, can it be traded? Absolutely. You know, if you think about it, what do futures instruments do all day long? They have price action that is either going to go sideways for a while and then up, or sideways and then down. Okay. So basically, you just learn to see the trades in real time. We try to stay away from, you know, choppy sideways stuff unless you do actually, you know, trade accordingly. But if you're not used to something, now if I was to go with like another vendor, to give an example, and I'd never traded with them, I wouldn't dare put my real money online until I knew their stuff. Okay. Like I said, when I taught my son to trade, he at first thought it was like drinking out of a fire hose. It's not. You just have to take a little bite at a time. Okay. Charles, for instance, he loved this particular feature on Object Trader. See where my cursor is? He loved, we call this boxing in a trade. I don't think Charles in his entire time with me ever used the wedge trade. He didn't have to, though. He boxed in trades. He loved it. How do we trade usually in the room, Casey, on your question? Well, basically what I do is I have 4 charts on the screen that you'll see clearly when I open the room. We go over standard disclaimer first thing, and then 10 minutes before the market opens on oil, I start calling trades on setups on oil. And then I look at gold and ES. We sometimes get some trades before the market opens, but once the market opens, that's when they move. You know, that's why I open the room at 8 o'clock Central for oil. Okay. Let me see here. If I missed anybody, please let me know. Just basically wanted to let you know that we're a vendor that teaches people how to trade. You know, I've got people that have literally been with us, and this is no, you know, no bull. It is absolutely the truth. We've got people that have been with us since day one that are still with us. And that's a long time. Okay. You can trade about any session. If you think about it, you know, you want to trade, you know, the Australian type of open, that type of thing, 6A or something like that. There's trading times for all day long. We just choose to trade for 2 hours, get her done, turn off the machines. Because the whole idea of trading, why do you want to make it a job? You know, wouldn't it be more fun to make it, you know, like a hobby instead? Couple hours work and then go golf or something like that. Okay. So we do have signal alerts. Absolutely. Okay. Any final questions? We're getting real close to wrapping. See if I see any questions that I've missed. You know, just remember that when you're trading, you've got to realize that It's up to you when to pull that trigger. But if you can build into your mind that muscle memory to where you see these trades over and over and over, that's the key, you know? And then when it's not doing what you don't want it to do, don't trade it. I've got guys in my trading room, for instance, that will watch all 4 charts, and I've got one guy named Bob, for instance, that he loves to take mid-band trades regardless. He'll look at all 4 charts. What will you see in the 5:30 session? Basically, we're going to have a drawing for a free 1-year membership, and I'll put it back in the chat box again before we wrap. You can just click on that and register. And once you register, you'll be coming right in. I'll actually start the webinar promptly at 4:30 Central Time. I'm actually, by the way, in Oklahoma. Lived here most all my life. Very easy to get in touch with. You're going to find out that we're going to be here to help you when you need things. Let me just show you real quick. I'll go to my contact link and show you how you can get in touch with me. Bear with me a second. Here's our contact link right here. Okay. If you go to vipertradingsystems.com and click on the contact us, you simply put in your first, last name, email address. If you want us to get in touch with you by phone, it is required, but obviously you can put a false number in if you wanted to, but we would like to get in touch with you, and just write us a simple message. Okay. Now let me go back to the home page before we wrap. If you go to my home page, you'll find that we have a 7-day free trial right here. All you've got to do to take that trial is click on that, put in your name, phone number, email address, and you'll actually get the scripts that you were seeing on this screen right here. You'll get those same scripts. Okay, free 7-day trial. And keep in mind, if you start a trial on let's say a Tuesday, there's only 4 days left for you, right? So we'll give you the next week also. It's a 7-day trial, but it kind of turns into a good, full 2 weeks or close to it. So free trial, you don't even have to put your credit card information or anything on that. Just simply click free trial. All right, so just simply put in name, last name, email, phone number. And if you do want to take a free trial with us, we can turn those scripts on and off. So we want your machine ID from NinjaTrader. Okay, you get that from Help About, because we are licensed indicators and everything, so we can turn them on and off at will. The cost of our classes, Saeed, on your question, well, basically we have a membership, but just go ahead and take our free trial first. It doesn't cost you anything. I'm not here trying to hawk anything. I want you to see what we can do. Okay. So feel free to take the free trial. And if you need any help putting the scripts on or anything like that, I'll be available for that too. It will last for next week. Yes. Yes, it will. Okay. Any final questions before we wrap? Again, just remember, futures trading does involve risk. It is up to you. And the whole thing about trading is you got to have some kind of a strategy. Too many people try to go in and trade markets and they don't have a clue how to do it. Yeah, absolutely. Free trial includes you can attend the trading room. Ed, on your question, we can't really recommend a size account or anything like that. That would be more up to you and your broker. Okay. We're right at 4:15. I think Thomas is going to take over now. I thank you everyone very, very much for coming. I hope I came across nice and clear. I am all about teaching people to fish so they can feed themselves. I don't believe in, this world of just gimme, gimme, gimme. You get to the point where you learn how to trade and you will absolutely love your life. I mean, it's a good way to live. If they lock you down again, hey, you can sit right there in your trading room. No big deal, right? All right. Thanks again, everyone. Thomas, I'll let you go ahead and take it.
All right. Well, thank you again to Gary for taking the time to share with us today. If you enjoyed today's sessions, we hope you will join us in future events. We would like to remind you that the information provided was that of Viper Trading Systems and not of NinjaTrader. All information was for educational purposes and should not be construed as trading advice. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we hope to see you in future events. Happy trading from all of us here at the NinjaTrader ecosystem.